Good evening. Good evening. I'm here tonight talking about safe haven uh, for the elderly or those who are at home by themselves. I was led to do this because incident that I had was one morning I went to my bathroom and I didn't have my phone and I slipped and fell when I got out of the tub. So I said, wherever you go through, you have your phone in your hands. So have the phone with you so you can call. Or you to get the 911. I'm falling. I can't get up. I got one of those also, but it's not even plugged up. Um, so I'm just tonight. I just want to give a few little odds and end about this. It's called Safe Haven at Home. I'm doing 3 episodes. Welcome home, assessing your space. Um, Hello and welcome to Safe Haven at Home. I'm your host, Jess Emmanuel, and I absolutely delight you decide to join me on this journey. And I just did a Facebook Live about God is doing a new thing. So, as me being a nurse of 30 years practicing and being a monitoring different areas and monitoring people's homes and uh, cables and cords and stuff and all across the floors. And so everyone is at risk for fall. So I just wanted to keep my nursing ideas up to part. So I'm absolutely delighted to join me on this journey. Whether you're listening while enjoying your morning coffee or your nightcap or enjoying you relaxing in your favorite chair or turn your phone down or put it to the side for just a moment for yourself or cut your TV off for just a minute and see what we have to say. Perhaps taking a gentle walk around your neighborhood. And thank you for being here. I'm glad you scrolled through and saw me. I'm thank you for being here. This podcast is created especially for you, someone who values their independence, cherish their homes, and want to make sure it remains safe. Comfortable sanctuary it should be. Your home should be a sacred place, a place that when you get in those doors that you know you are safe and you are safe. Hallelujah. Over the next 10 to 15 minutes, we explore practical achievements, ways to make your home safer, more comfortable, and perfectly suited to your needs. Now, I want to be clear from the start this isn't about making drastic change or spending a lot of money. We all on budgets. I know about budgets now since I don't work. So we all on budgets. And so I'm not asking you to spend any money. I tell you, we work with what we have. Just want to make a difference in the way to how to confident, secure you feel in your own space. Um, we're starting with the foundation of home safety. Like I said, I've been a nurse for 30 years. So I've monitored. Worked in home health. I worked at nursing homes, worked at hospitals, worked at clinics. We all have safety measures that we do. So I think home safety is one thing I should start off with. So I just want that I'm not a professional, but I'm just trying to. I'm putting the disclaimers out there. I am just showing what God has for me to help others. Think of this as a gentle conversation with a good friend who happens to know quite a bit about making a home safer and more comfortable. I've been living in my home for about 12 to 15 years by myself. I had empty nest syndrome. My children, all my boys, I had 5 boys and a daughter. They left. I had grandchildren. So I had the empty nest syndrome. So now I'm very comfortable at my home. I come in here I'm very safe. I'm safe because I feel comfortable. I can sleep at night in any room I want to sleep in. I'm just used to that. So segment one is talking about home safety principles. Now let's begin with some basic principles that guide everything we're discussing this series. Like think of these as the golden rules of home safety. The first one is prevention is always better than reaction. Prevention is always better than reaction. This means taking small steps needed to avoid bigger problems later. It's like wearing your seatbelt in your car. A simple habit can prevent serious trouble. Second principle is your home should work with you, not against you. Your home should work with you and not against you. As we age, our bodies changes, and that's perfectly natural. The key is making sure your home adapts to support you rather than you creating obstacles. Make your home user friendly for your age, like things that may have tripped you early, may not have tripped you earlier. They may trip you now. I was a couple of rugs in my home. They were very pretty rugs, but it would trip me every when I come through to go out. So I had to put another rug on top of that rug because I wanted to keep that rug. So I put another rug on top of that rug to make it safe. So now I I decreased the obstacle for falling at that area by holding the rug down with another rug. So the third principle is small change can have big impact. You amazed how much safer you can feel just by improving your lighting in the hallways and moving frequently used items to more convenient location. Get rid of the declutter. Get rid of some of the clutter. Amen. We have to get rid of some clutter because you've been in that same house, that same space for so long. You used to your clutter yourself. So sometimes you have to declutter and get some more lighting. This house is a big house, a big home. So they only had like one light in the big of a 20 by 30 living room, old farmhouse. So I had to try to put some more light in. I got some lamps, but it still was dim. So I put a bigger, and then my son put a ceiling fan here with the little bitty bulbs. So I had to go and get the LED lights to make it where I could see and made it convenient for me to move throughout the home. Our next thing is um, small change have been impact. Our next one is safety doesn't mean sacrificing independence. Sacred safety doesn't mean sacrificing independence. In fact, it's quite the opposite. The safer your home, the more confident you feel living independently. And finally, the fifth principle is you know your home and your body better than anyone else. You know what things that are in your home. Ask my children. I might have a little clutter, but I can tell you if somebody moved my stuff, and I know I'm not. We know where our things are. It may be a little cluttery, but we know where our stuff is. And while I share a lot of suggestions, you the expert of what works best for your particular situation. Now, you might be wondering, you might be wondering, where do I even begin? Exactly what we're going to explore together. The gentle assessment. I want you to imagine you're seeing your home through fresh eyes for the first time. And maybe the eyes of a dear friend who's visiting for the first time, perhaps your own eyes from 5 years ago. What would you notice? Don't worry about grabbing a clipboard or taking notes just yet. The first assessment is simply about awareness. Let's start in your living room. Let's start in your living room, the heart of your home. That's the heart. Your living room is your heart. Somebody come in and see your living room, that's how they know who you are. The pictures on the walls, or the decor you have, everything you have, your living room tells about your life. That is the heart of your home. I didn't know that until I've researched it. So the heart of your home is the living room. Maybe that's when they call it the living room. As you sit in there and you picture in your mind, ask yourself, can you move around easily? Are the pathways clear? Can you move around easily? Or the pathways clear? When evening comes, is there enough light to move safely from your chair to the kitchen or bathroom? Can you move to any one of those rooms safely? No furniture. Does your favorite chair support you well when you're getting up? Can you push on it? Now, when you get a little older, you need a little push. You need to grab and push a little bit. Can that chair hold you? Or is that chair kind of wiggling and you don't want to get rid of it because that's a chair you had all 10 or 15 years, a good chair, and you don't want to get rid of it. But you can put that chair in another space and get you one that's more safer. Because one of the times you might get up out of the chair and you look up and you got the handles in your hand and you on the floor with the chair. So make sure that chair is safe. Are there loose rugs that may catch your foot? I had one. I fell one time. Didn't have to do anything else. Is the remote control within easy reach, or do you find yourself stretching or getting up frequently? Now I stretch for my remote, but I got it right here on my table where I am. My remote is right here, so I won't have to get up. I won't have to get up and try to find where my remote and get to moving around and be done lost my balance or something like that. So I have my remote in my area. Now let's think about your kitchen. We're going to the kitchen now. Um, this is where you nourish yourself, and it should feel comfortable and safe. Are the items you use daily within easy reach? I've gotten one of my sons. I had stuff up in the top. I tried to save. I've gotten him. He's taller than me to take it down and put it down little closer down on where I wanted to reach so far. Because reaching pull muscles on you. Reaching will you can fall, you lose your balance. So um, let someone put the stuff down a little closer. Like now, I got a little rack I bought from Roses. Bought from yeah, I bought from Roses, and I put it my cabinet, and it's got a little section. I put all my seasoning, all things, my coffee creamers or whatever. It's being able to put everything that I'll be reaching for in there. So when I go to that to make my coffee, everything is right there accessible. When I get ready to season my food, it's right there and accessible. I don't have to look and I won't have to be doing the reaching. And when you cook, do you adequately the adequate lighting over the stove and counters? I need to get me some light over the stove. I have a in there. I have a small light, so I had to get me an LED. I had to get me a LED light to go in that ceiling fan also. So we need some more lighting for cooking, so you can see what you're doing. Are the pathway clear? Or do something have to navigate around items on the floor? I did have a bar in the middle of the floor in the kitchen area. I took it because one day I caught my foot in it, and like the fail, I caught my balance on the table. So I took the table out there and put it outside, so it's out there. If anybody come through, they can get that table because it's a hazard more than anything. I had a dining room table, so it was a hazard. I'm just running off at the mouth, but I'm just um, trying to be safe as I can to try to tell you some things that I have experienced. And your bedroom should be your perfect retreat. That's where you get. That's where you lay down at night. That's your retreat room. That's where you go and be yourself. Pull off what all you want to pull off, and you do your retreat stuff in your bedroom. What's I guess happen in your bedroom stays in your bedroom. Old people used to say, and they won't let you sit on the beds either. But anyway, you go into your retreat room, which is your bedroom. Can you get in out of your bed comfortable? The bed I was sleeping in was low to the floor. I got my son. They put those I call them stilts, but they other little blocks you can buy to put up under the bed, so now I can get in and out of the bed a little safer. It's a little bit more higher up. Is the path to the bathroom clear and well lit, especially for the middle of the night trips? Yes. I make sure before I go to bed that everything is out of the way. Make sure everything's out the way. You got your everything in order. So when you have sleeping coming from your bedroom to your bathroom, there is no possibility of you doing a midnight fall by yourself. Or the medication organized and easy to find. Make sure your medication is put up and placed in a I'll put mine on in a locked container. I don't have anyone to come over, but make sure you've got that medicine where you can find it, and make sure that you can get those little apparatus where you can put your daily in there so you won't overdose or won't take too much medication. I do that because sometimes I forget if I've taken it or not. The bathroom. We spend an entire episode on this important role. We'll room later, but but now just notice: do you feel steady and secure when you bathing or showering? Are you there's a grab bar where you need them? Is the light and bright enough? So make sure you got something you can grab on. You can buy these little bars. I bought one from Walgreen, and it sticks on side of your tub. It holds pretty good, and you can put it where you can hold on to that as you get out of your tub. I stand in my tub. I don't take a shower. I don't take a bath. I take a shower. So I get out of my tub. So my next project is to get me a shower put in my bathroom for safety reasons. Where I can just walk straight on in. If you have stairs in your home, pay attention to how you feel. Use them. Do you use the handrails? Is the steps clearly visible? Do you ever feel unsteady or out of breath? And don't forget about exit or entrance. Are you doorway well lit? Can you easily reach your lock or pathway in front of from your home's clear and safe? Here's what I want you to remember: if this isn't about fixing problems or feeling overwhelmed, it's about becoming more aware of your space so you can make it work for you even better. My third little point, and I'm gonna get off of here, understanding your unique needs. Now let's talk about something very personal and important. Understanding your own needs or how they might be changing. And please remember, change is natural. It's natural, and nothing can be concerned about it. It's simply information that helps you to make smart decisions. First is let's think about mobility. That's number one. As being a nurse, we talk about mobility. How do you feel moving around your home? There are times of the day when you feel steadier than others? Many people find that they move energetic in the morning, more cautious in the evening, and they perfectly normal information on using planning their home setup. Do you use any mobility aid like a walker, cane, or wheelchair? If so, does your home accommodation these tools well? If you got a doorway that's too small for your wheelchair, you might have to get someone to put you maybe in a room that has a wheelchair accessible. Or can you get in your bathroom? You might have to do some work on your bathroom. You might take the door off or something to get a wider door. And on your walker, make sure that it's rolling well. It's not catching on something, and you trip over the walker. You have your cane. Make sure that it's steady, pressed down before you start walking with it. So make sure your pathways are wide enough. What about your vision? Do you see better in the bright light, or does areas in the home should feel dim or shadowed? Do you find yourself squinching to read labels or see steps clearly? Again, this is a valuable information that sometimes to worry about if you can't see, if you can't read close up, if you can't see, and your vision is messing up. That means that you're a fall hazard because I mean you can't see where you're going. How's your balance? Do you feel unsteady, particularly when you're getting up from setting or lying down? Do certain surfaces like smooth floors or thick carpet feel less secure than others on your feet? If you got a rug that flips up every time you walk across it, it needs to come up. You got a rug that trips you every time you go through it, and it won't, and you can't pull it down. You need to pull it up. Consider your energy level throughout the day. Are there times when you feel more tired or less steady? This can help you plan when to do certain activities, and ensure your home is set up to support you in doing your low energy uh, times. Hallelujah. Think about your hands and arms. Can you easily reach items of high shelves or low cabinets? Do heavy objects feel more challenging to lift than they used to? Are doorknobs and faucet easy to operate? So I want to emphasize something very important. I'm going to get off of here. I have 19 minutes. I promised you 15 minutes. I want to emphasize something important. Notice that these changes doesn't mean you're declining or getting old in a negative way. It means that you're wise enough to adapt your environment to support yourself. So I'm not gonna say you're getting older. I'm not gonna say you're getting a little forgetful, but we're gonna say it this way. We're gonna say it a positive way. It's mean you're wise enough to adapt your environment to support yourself. That's actually quite smart and proactive. The goal here is simply awareness. When you understand your current abilities and needs, you can make your home work perfectly you for you right now together. So I'm gonna close this little episode. As we close this episode, I want you to feel encouraged and empowered. Your home is your sanctuary, your safe haven, and you have the ability to make it work beautifully for your needs. For in our next episode, we'll dive deeply into lighting, one of the most important, often overlooked aspects in your home, safety. We explore simply ways to brighten your space, illuminate your pathway, help you feel more confident moving through your home, out, moving home at any time of day. Notice what's working well in your home, and I'm sure there's quite a lot. And soon to become aware of the areas where small improvements might make you feel even more secure and safe. Take care. I'll see you next time. Safe haven at home.